All right, guys, let's talk about it. The 2026 Honda Passport is out. We're seeing it here for the first time. And in this video, we're gonna go over all the major changes they made to it, starting with the design. Up front, guys, I think they knocked it out of the park with this. Very nice, boxy, kind of outdoor ready design. And they're gonna have the performance to match that up, which we will talk about later. But starting with these lights, amber LED headlights on the Trail Sport grade. If you don't get the Trail Sport grade, you get the grade below that. You're gonna get white LED lights, which is clean, but I think this suits the off-road characteristics very nicely. And obviously you can tell it's a Trail Sport because of the nice Trail Sport badging they have on this grille, which is functional. Unfortunately, this hood scoop isn't. It's just a stylistic piece, but I'm gonna forgive it because we'll talk about the engine in a little bit. I'm happy with what they did there. You do get Passport stamped into the front bumper, very bold, very prominent. And then down here is your radar sensor for your safety systems. You do get nice, aggressive, front fascia here. This, is plastic, but you can get an option, which we'll show you later on. But underneath that, below actually further than I can even reach, are metal skid plates, as well as these orange metal recovery hooks. Functional, can pull basically 2 times the weight of the vehicle, which is huge. You really want that, and you need that when you're going on trails and actually getting into the, open outdoor areas, which haven't been explored that often. So it's cool that they're getting that ready for that type of stuff. Going on the side here, guys, these all have 31-inch all-terrain tires, 18-inch wheels across the line. We'll show you different stylings throughout this video, but it's nice that they have wheels with the recessed valve stem. So you don't have to worry about knocking it on trails, on rocks. It's tucked in here really nicely. And so it also looks really good. It suits the characteristic really well. Let's continue on to the side here, guys. Blacked out window surrounds, blacked out roof racks across the board, and these nice blacked out door handles with the hands-free entry and all that good stuff. Let's come around the back here, guys, because they did some stuff that was pretty intentional and pretty clever. This is not painted. It's a rough material because if you want to hang stuff on here, actually, let's show you real quick. If you end up putting fishing poles on here, you don't have to worry about it scuffing up your painted surfaces, which is a nice touch. And it also gives you that kind of uniform black look going into this third glass window, which is nice. And then it continues on to this nice gloss black on the side here. Let's talk about the trunk space and storage capacity. I'm gonna open up the tailgate on this one right here. We'll give that a second. These are prototypes. This is not exactly how fast it's gonna go. Maybe it'll be faster. I'm not 100% sure. But this one has a cargo shelf you can get. It's pretty clever. You have these latches here, right? In the standard position, it'll be locked in place and you get shelving up here and down below. But if I want, I can tilt it up to get more access, or I can pull the whole thing out. Now, if I pull the whole thing out and I grab some legs, you'll get a nice picnic table. If you guys know, original Honda CR-V had a built-in picnic table. This is a little different because you get these legs that come with it and they're just, threaded. So you just thread it on and it turns into this picnic table. It's a rubberized surface, which is nice. And you get this topographical map view, which gives a nice outdoorsy vibe to it. It's a pretty big table and ultimately can handle, I think what is the weight here? 44 pounds. They tested up to 300 pounds. So this thing is durable, meant to last. And I'm glad they brought it back. You get double functionality with that shelf, as well as with a full-on table. If you actually want to hit the trail, set up a picnic with the family, I think it's a really nice touch to see. Now, we'll actually open one right here, which doesn't have that. So we can show you what the rest of the storage space is like. So, as you can see, they have this interesting folding load floor. So on this side, it's actually a deep cubby. So if you want to fit a generator or something bigger down here, you could do that. Because under this side is a spare tire, temporary spare tire, not a full-size spare, but that's available across the lineup. You can also get Molly panels on the side here as an accessory, and they're putting 2, big gallons of water to show you how big those cubbies are. And that's nice, but let's hop inside and show you what they've done to the interior of this. So what we're looking at here is a regular Trail Sport. It's really nicely equipped though. You do get these seats, which are unique to the regular Trail Sport. They have nice fabric here. It's easy to clean. It's meant to be more durable. Nice orange striping and stitching that's contrasting. Looks really cool. You get Trail Sport embossed in the headrest. I like the orange on this one. It's a nice touch. And then over here, it's all new. Huge improvement, guys, compared to the previous generation. You get shelving here, which I can appreciate with a nice topographical map design over there. Large 12.3-inch touchscreen is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Google Maps, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, Google Maps, anything you could think of. This thing pretty much has built-in Wi-Fi. It's loaded with tech, anything you'll probably ever need. is in that screen. Not everything, but a lot of things. Passport here, pretty nice touch, but I like the fact that you could rest your hand here while you use the interface. I like that when driving around. I really appreciate it. Physical volume knobs, physical AC controls, guys. Nice fabric here. The orange accenting is nice. A little cubby here. I don't know, we can fit maybe some, snacks for the kids. And this big shelf, which is very seamlessly integrated with your wireless charger here. And it's a big pad. We've seen that on Hondas and Acuras in the past. I'm glad they brought that here. Over here is your Honda, what we've seen in the past, gear selector, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport. And then here, I love the orange accent. The drive mode selector, you have your downhill assist, auto start stop, park and brake, and brake hold. And then large cup holders, which they've increased from like the new model here. They made the cup holders bigger, and we saw the big center console that could fit an iPad. That's carried over. They've continued that. They've remained consistent with it, which I can really appreciate. But aside from that, guys, it's really nice in here. Large panoramic glass roof, which I really like. This part opens up. You do get a sunglasses holder over here, your controls for all that stuff. But let's hop on the driver's side and see what you get from my perspective. Now these are prototypes, but let's look at the door panel really quickly. Nice fabric with this nice design. It's not texturized, it's flat, but it looks texturized, which is really cool. You get, tons of cubbies here, cup holders, more cubbies down there, your speakers. Now this isn't the Elite, so you're not gonna get all the switchgear and all the options. We'll hop into that in a little bit. But let's look at the steering wheel, guys. Nice Trail Sport badging over here, nice stitching on the sides, and then all of them get this large, like a little over 10-inch center screen gauge cluster display. I love that. It's modern. You can customize it to whatever preferences, what stuff you want to see up there up front, easily accessible. Let's hop onto the more premium grade version and see what that's like. Okay, now we're looking at a Trail Sport Elite, more premium, more luxury, and these seats are different. They're full leather with perforation. It's like a varied perforation setup, so some holes are bigger than others, and they're heated and ventilated. And then they have the Trail Sport, but this one's embossed in black, more of a stealth setup, which I can appreciate. They are really comfortable. On top of that, a big thing you're gonna notice is the steering wheel here has a gloss black treatment with the heated steering wheel button. That is what's unique to this one. On top of that, if you look at the A-pillar right there, you'll see this has a 14 speaker Bose sound system that is unique to this grade level. So I just want to point that out really quickly. Aside from that, on the inside, you do get this textured material, which is a little different. Keep that in mind. Let me show you the second row really quickly. So let's check that out. All right, on the second row, the one thing I want to point out on this one is you get this cool fabric floor mat. The other one has, and they're offered across the board, is an all-weather floor mat with Trail Sport branding, and that's nice. But I really like the design on this. It shows that it's intentional. It's trying to meet the vibes of this vehicle, off-road, but also like durable and rugged. This one also has heated outboard seats, AC controls, USB-C ports, and where is it? Right there. Wall outlet, which is nice. And then on the door, if you want to hop to that real quick and show you, you get sunshades here, and then just like we've seen on the Passports in the past, lots of cubbies, cup holders, and all that good stuff. Now let's show you the outside real quick of the Elite, and I want to show you the trunk real quick because I showed you guys a temporary spare tire. I know that's not great for everyone. If you really want to, you can get a full-size spare tire. You can get a full-size spare tire right here. It's strapped in. It fits into that cubby, so you still get storage space above and good visibility out back. And then with that kind of seatbelt-like buckle right there, you can easily take it out or store it back in. I think that's nice. They're trying to encourage people who are actually gonna hit the trails, might actually get a puncture, you get a full-size spare tire to take care of you on the way back home. Love to see that. Let's actually show you the outside design because I talked about different wheel options. They're 18 inches on this Elite one right here. This is what they look like, but they stay consistent with that recessed valve stem, which is nice, but the same tires. So you're not gonna get different tires on the Elite. Been developed with Honda to optimize the performance of this vehicle. Let's talk about powertrain really quickly. Under the hood, 3.5 liter V6. It's a new V6. It's not the same one that was in the previous model year, previous generation. This one has 285 horsepower, so bump up 5 horsepower. Connected to the 10-speed automatic transmission, and it's got the torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. And they said it's catered towards off-roading and actual, all-terrain driving. So be curious to see what that's like to drive and test out when we get the opportunity to, and hopefully I'll have some content for you on that. Let me show you really quickly one thing I didn't get to focus on, which is this one that has a bunch of there are accessories, Honda accessories that they provide if you want to, go that route. Starting with the roof rack up top, they have an extended roof rack system if you want to have more attaching points, hook up more gear, attach more stuff. And then also on top of that, I'm gonna tilt this up here. You can see the MOLLE panel option here. If you wanna actually loop stuff onto it, but also get that cubby. There's this nice little kind of sheet metal setup you have here, which is cool. And then on top of that, what's unique to this one, and we'll show you up front here, is one, I mean, you get a nice little decal here to reduce reflections if you're out on a sunny day. And then while the regular one didn't have this, you can get this aluminum scuff plate. So it's like a pre-skid plate up here. It's metal and it's meant to handle some rough scuffs. Kind of makes sense, right? Not a full-on skid plate, but it's cool that they're providing something on the lower fascia early on into that part that really makes a difference on your approach angle in case you accidentally hit something, which happens when you're going off-road. All right, guys, if you're wondering what the price is, they're saying it's gonna start around $45,000. That's the base. It's gonna go up from there. What we're seeing here are obviously really well-equipped models, but we don't have exact pricing. They're just telling us around, the mid 40s, which I'm guessing is around 45, right? So if you guys have any questions about this vehicle, drop them in the comment section. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.